Back at the beginning of February, I shined the spotlight on 5 different games coming to the Wii U eShop in 2014, sharing in detail what each title had in store while also giving you a worthwhile reason to look forward to them. Well, I'm back, as those were only a handful of the games from the world of indiedom coming to the digital service of Nintendo's latest home console. So I thought, why not make a sequel where I highlight another round of games? Well, here are 5 more Wii U eShop games to look forward to in 2014. Back in 2011, retro-style platformer A-Man Hawkins and the 1000 Spikes released on the Xbox Live Indie Game service for a whopping whole $1, offering a tough-as-nails NES experience as you control A-Man in his quest to round up some good old treasure. Nicholas deemed the game worthy enough to not be left stranded in that corner of the gaming market, so the enhanced remake, A-Man Hawkins and the 1001 Spikes, will be heading to the Wii U alongside other platforms this year. Right off the bat, the most unique aspect that the 1001 Spikes brings to the table to differentiate itself from the heaps of other platformers is its use of 2 jump buttons, one to perform a full jump and another for a half jump, and knowing when to use each one will be crucial to successfully avoiding the myriads of hazards that flood the game, which of course includes bloody spikes, as the name of the game kinda suggests. Your job is to find and grab the key in each level and spelunk your way through the caverns to reach the exit door. It's easier said than done, as the 1001 Spikes won't be delivering you a nice hot fudge sundae with a side of pecan pie. No, think more along the lines of a mousetrap, keeping you constantly on the tips of your toes. The feeling that nowhere is safe will become ever more prevalent, as jumping to what appears to be a safe ledge out of harm's way will probably lead to an unfortunate demise from devious traps. Fittingly, you'll be equipped with 1001 lives to use throughout the entirety of the journey, and there's a good chance many of them will be lost. But you won't need to go on the adventure alone, as this revamped remake now supports up to 4 players locally throughout the whole single-player experience. Oh, and did I mention that there are multiple different characters to choose from, each with their own unique ability? Yeah, there's that too. I have a soft spot for platformers, and Wooden Sensei is looking to bring a nice little romp through his sake-filled world to the Wii U eShop. Nico Entertainment definitely isn't foreign to Nintendo's online marketplace, with them already publishing Puddle and Kung Fu Rabbit on the Wii U, which weren't half bad games. This latest journey, though, takes place in a Japan steamrock universe where Goro the village chief seeks out his stolen bottles of precious sei by hopping and bopping through a series of stages. Jumping isn't the only thing that Sensei has up his sleeve, as he also comes packed with an axe for some slicing and dicing, a chain to grapple along ceilings, and a devastating ground pound for squishing foes to smithereens and offering some extra height to his jump that can undoubtedly be compared to Scrooge McDuck's oh-so iconic pogo jump. Each stage is going to have a completely unique environment for our little wooden hero to platform through, from the wonders of the deep blue sea, a shadow level in the same vein as Donkey Kong Country Returns, a deadly cavern with creepy crawling spiders, and more. And once you complete the game, or just want to take a break from the main ensemble of levels, you can test your platforming prowess through the game's 30 hair-wrenching time attack mode stages that are all about timing and precision. But you can look forward to experiencing the ways of the Sensei in the not too distant future on the Wii U eShop. To be honest, seeing Squids Odyssey at a quick glance didn't make me all too excited for it, but once I read that it was a mashup of turn-based strategy and some RPG goodness, my interest definitely peaked. The game makers already released Squids and Squids Wild West on PC and mobile platforms, but they are bringing those 2 episodes together into one compilation on the Wii U eShop, along with throwing in some new campaigns, a new Squid hero, and tweaked controls. Through a series of 90+ missions, you'll be using the Wii U gamepad touchscreen to fling squids like a catapult in turn-based battles against crustaceans that have been corrupted by an infectious ooze. With 15 squids to choose from across 4 class types, each with unique abilities and attacks, you'll need to assemble a team of tentacle buddies to take out this mutated seafood by using your party's strengths, the environment, and enemy weaknesses to devise a worthwhile strategy. Each squid on your team will be customizable with the use of over 65 stat boosting helmets to equip, adding a little RPG flair to the madness. But what's really neat about Squids Odyssey is that the Angry Bird style fleeing seems to harbor a certain amount of depth to it, with the ability to chain up combos so that your attacks feel more impactful. But the wait shouldn't be too long now to enter this underwater battlefield, as Squids Odyssey is slated to release this spring. Affordable Space Adventures was only just recently announced to be coming to the Wii U from the minds of 2 different developers, Niflas and Napnop Games, who in actuality both already have experience with the system. Blending together Niflas's eye for mysterious atmospheres and Napnop's unique uses of the Wii U's capabilities with the likes of Spin the Bottle, yeah. we get put in charge of navigating the ship through stealth-based puzzles in a dark, cavernous environment using a lone spotlight to guide our way. One of the biggest things it has going for it is that it'll be making extensive use of the Wii U's own gamepad controller. Up until now, the Wii U's second screen hasn't been used in a variety of creative ways outside of a few games, usually just being relegated to a map or off-TV play. But Affordable Space Adventures is there to help shift that standard. Much of the ship will be controlled via the user interface on the Wii U gamepad called the heads-down display. Here's where you'll be able to see the personality of your rig and configure it to avoid detection, along with getting lots of information from it about dangers. Space Adventures doesn't appear to have a very action-heavy focus from what we've seen so far, but there's sure to be plenty of suspense with its moody environments and stealthy gameplay. And considering Affordable Space Adventures was just recently announced, we will probably get a better grasp on what this game has going for it once we inch closer to its fall release. I didn't know who indie developer Mixbag was until they teased an announcement for a game coming to the Wii U, and rightly so, as their only other game, Futuridium, hasn't reached a Nintendo platform. But the game that is en route for Nintendo's latest home console is an action-adventure title known as Forma 8. Taking on the role of a small exploration probe, this excursion will be the dev's own take on the classic Metroidvania formula. Starting out with no powers, no weapons, or any hint of what to do or where to go, the player is sent out on a voyage all by their lonesome on some alien planet.
Where am I? Where am I?
Similar to games like Tokitori 2, Forma 8 will feature virtually no verbal communication, whereas everything will be conveyed through images and sounds, prompting the player to use their own ingenuity to progress. Featuring a mysterious story, action, puzzles, and combat, all mixed together with hand-drawn vector graphics and 3D elements, Forma 8 might be a game you'll want to keep a lookout for as it crash lands onto the Wii U eShop in 2014.
So altogether, I've showcased 10 different games that are set to be released on the Wii U eShop in 2014, and there's still more. We've got It'll Doom, Monkey Pirates, Ballpoint Universe, The Fall, Fast Racing Neo, Art of Balance, and more. So it's really nice to have this large selection of games coming to the Wii U eShop, since it gives us something to do between big first-party releases. And since the next first-party release isn't until the very end of May with Mario Kart 8, we need something to occupy our time. And of course, supporting indie developers will help encourage them to continue developing for the platform, which is definitely not a bad thing. But that will bring us to the end of this video, and if you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more videos in the future, which includes my news videos, video reviews, and That's On Meverse episodes. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye! Where am I? Where is everyone?